Here's the 5 easiest ways I dropped 40 pounds and went from this to this. And the last one is going to surprise you because you can literally do one thing and lose your belly fat forever. Okay, I'm going to count these down. Number 5 is cut out sugar. Now, I don't mean sugar in fruits and things like that because that has the fiber and that's actually good for you. And those sugars are fine. You don't need to worry about those. The insulin spike gets blunted when you eat them in their whole form. I'm talking about the extra sugars, the sugary drinks, the juices, the pop, the candies. You need to cut it out. I used to eat an insane amount of M&Ms. I used to take handfuls of them. Have you noticed the packages of M&Ms have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger? They've gone to the share size, the party size. They're just insane. I used to buy the biggest thing, grab handfuls of them, then I wouldn't even eat a meal. I would just eat M&Ms for lunch. I cut it all out. My taste buds actually started to change, and now I don't even crave those sugars, but I really enjoy an apple, an orange, some strawberries, some blueberries in the morning. Yeah, sure, I'll have some sugar sometimes, but it almost tastes too sweet. But you know what? It's a great treat. I actually had a donut today after lunch. Number 4, steady state cardio. Now, when you think of cardio, don't think of going on the treadmill for hours and hours and hours. Think of going for a walk. Grab one of your friends, grab your husband, grab your girlfriend, grab your grandma, grab anyone. Go for a walk. It's so easy to get these steps in, and most of us just sit around on our phones or watching TV. I was no different. I would have like 9-10 hours of screen time on my phone. Well, now I started going for walks. Now I try and get those 10,000 steps in. I don't get them in every day, but you know what? I'm moving, and the moving creates heat in your body. It gets everything moving, your lymphatic system. It burns off some calories, and it just starts speeding up your metabolism, and it burns off the belly fat. You have to move if you expect to lose the belly fat. You can't sit on the couch. You can't sit around watching TV. Get moving, start walking. Simple. Number 3, start lifting weights. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. If I had a penny for every time I heard girls say, I don't want to get big, I would be rich. You don't need to worry. You're not going to get huge. It is so hard to do that. I tried getting big for 25 years because I was an amateur bodybuilder, and it's hard. But the more muscle you have, the more calories your body's going to burn, even when it's sedentary. And I mean, if you guys could see how much junk I used to eat, it was insane. But I could get away with it because I had a lot of muscle and I worked out all the time. Now, you don't need to take it to that extreme, but you do need to have a little bit of muscle. And our lives have drastically changed where we're sitting around all the time. We're driving to work. We sit down at work. We're in our kiosks or cubicles, whatever. We're always sitting down. We sit down when we're home. We sit down everywhere. And this just isn't what our body was meant to do. We need some muscle. So whether you get some resistant bands at the house or if you join a gym, which I would highly recommend because there's camaraderie there, there's people that are going to support you. You might make some friends who actually will help you get into shape. So there's a whole bunch of things that are positive about going to the gym, but you absolutely need to build some muscle. I've been all over my wife about this. She's starting to finally work out. She set up a little area in the bedroom, and I mean, we have a gym out in the garage that I've had for like 15, 18 years or something. She doesn't use that. She's got her own little thing. So figure out what you like, make it super simple, and make it easy for you to stick to it. But you gotta lift weights. Number 2, we only got a couple left. Keep yourself busy. Exercise, lift the weights, go to work, do stuff with your friends. Keep yourself busy. You won't be eating all the time. Forget about food. You'll eat less if you do this. And plus, I know on my busiest days, if I go for a hike, if I go for a walk with Amanda, if I'm doing something with the kids, I'm working on the computer a bit, you know, when I'm on my days off. If I keep myself busy, I don't even think about eating. It's when I'm sitting around watching TV. I used to eat a whole bag of chips to myself watching a movie or something like that. It's okay to do some of this stuff some of the time. I used to do it every night. Now I don't. I was just gaining more and more weight whenever I would do this, and all the garbage and seed oils and chemicals and everything in the chips. Yes, I still enjoy them every now and then, not every night. So you need to remember, you can't sit around and do nothing. You have to move. Okay, number 1, and this is the best one. You don't have to change anything except for when you eat. I have got absolutely shredded by using this and eating 1 meal a day. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's crazy. 1 meal a day? I could never do that. I would starve to death. Well, you'd be surprised, because what I started doing was was missing breakfast, skipping breakfast. I don't even eat breakfast hardly ever anymore. Sometimes I'll go to a restaurant and get an absolutely huge breakfast. Bacon, eggs, French toast, pancakes, hash browns, the whole thing. But 99% of the time, I never eat breakfast. And then I thought, what if I skipped lunch? Then I would skip lunch. Then I would just eat supper and maybe a little snack or something after supper. So it ended up being one meal a day. So it would be like this hour to 2 hour window that I would eat. The rest of the time, my body was burning fat. It turned into this fat burning machine. And here's the thing about your body. That's what it is. It's designed to do this. You just need to set up the right conditions. So this last one, if you don't listen to any of the advice that I gave you on the first 4 things, this last thing, just please give it a try because it is absolutely amazing. And not only do you get this power of discipline when you skip a meal, you get this whole level of control over food that you have never had in your life. So give it a try. Those are my top 5 tips that I use to lose the belly fat fast. I want you to lose it too. Give it a try.